This will be a brief introduction to torque wrenches. I have three examples. This is a beam type torque wrench, this is a click type torque wrench, and this is a digital torque wrench. A beam type torque wrench consists of two beams, back to this handle, a pointer on a scale. As you apply torque to your socket, the larger beam bends as you pull on this handle. The smaller beam does not bend because it's solidly attached to the socket, and it becomes the pointer on the scale. And the scale shows in meter kilograms, inch pounds, and foot pounds. This is an old tool. It's a Thorson. I do not use this tool, but it is in my collection. Here is the click type torque wrench. This one comes in a nice case. This consists of a ratchet mechanism at one end, a pivot pin, this long handle, and a scale at the other end. This example does have a bidirectional ratchet mechanism. Most will tell you to only use a torque wrench in one direction, tightening. This mechanism works by having a long spring and a ball bearing at this end. That ball bearing is being pressed by the spring into a notch that is part of this head and pivots on this pin. The tighter you adjust this up, the more pressure is applied to the spring, and the harder it is for the detent ball to come out of the groove. To adjust this one, you rotate this handle up to the mark given. In this example, this is set to 60 foot-pounds exactly. If I were to twist this, I would run this scale around a 2, 4, 6, and then you would add that to the 60. So turn this to the 2, it'd be 62 pounds. On this side, it is torque in foot-pounds. On the reverse, this one is in meter kilograms. This knob down here is just a jam nut. I apologize for the flickering. This is just a jam nut that locks this handle from turning while the tool is in use. While the click type torque wrench is by far the most popular, coming up in popularity are digital torque wrenches. This torque wrench has a setting that is adjustable by the 1/10 of a pound. It can be set to kilograms per centimeter, Newton meters, inch pounds, and back to foot pounds. If you hold this down, it counts rapidly. What's nice about this one is its overall length. It's considerably larger than the others, so the amount of effort applied to the handle end is less for the same torque applied to your fastener. Again, this is a ratchet style with a directional lever. Okay, now I'm going to go outside with our three examples. It's going to be dark. We'll see how the recording goes. Okay, and we're outside. It is cold, it is dark. We're going to do what we can. So I have the beam type torque wrench set up on a short extension and a deep socket on one lug nut. This lug nut has been loosened. I do not recommend using extensions with torque wrenches, but sometimes you have to. If you have to, for accuracy, you have to hold this up, otherwise it will try to bend across this here instead of rotationally here. Doing this one-handed as I push. Well, just turning threads here. Get it back on. You can see the beam start to move as I tighten it down. I'm going to set these to 120 foot-pounds. So 120 foot-pounds is the bottom set of numbers. And that's approximately 120 foot-pounds. This unit rubs in here, so it is not the most accurate. Plus, it's really hard to see. I only knew I was at 120 foot-pounds because I'm watching the camera. Otherwise, I have to bend down to look at that and get straight onto it. Not the easiest in the world. Take it off. Let's try our other units. Hard to see, but this one here has been adjusted to 120 pounds. It's a ratchet. Tighten it. That's not the one I loosened. This one is. Okay. Down. Still going. You're going to hear an audible click. Should be coming up. There it is. Really hard to see. There's a little bend right there at that pin. And as I pushed on it, it turned a little bit until it clicked. All right, that time it didn't turn when I clicked it. So that one is set to 120 inch-pounds, or foot-pounds, excuse me. Now to this one. Get this moved onto the other loose lug nut. This one features a little bit of a bend in the handle to get into tighter spaces. Again, it's a ratchet. Before I apply any torque to it, I need to turn it on. Okay. Down. Ratchet up. Ratchet up. If we watch the display, kind of hard to read with the condensation. It's slowly building, and the LEDs are going to start to flash, and it's going to beep at you. $116. There you go. And the red means stop. So, come off this and look. So it didn't continue turning as I went to the stop. Digitals are by far the easiest, and this one's easiest because it has the long handle. The click type and the digitals are nice because you don't have to watch them as they turn. You just pull on that handle. When it clicks, it's done. The beam type can be re-zeroed by you by bending the pointer, but you have to do all the reading all the way down here at this end. If you're working on something up high and you can look down on it as you turn it, they work great. This is a nice long example. Almost as long as my digital. My click is the shortest. Most effort goes into that one. All right. Thanks for your time.